Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be ranking all of the species in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I will leave this blank template down in the description like I did when we ranked all the personalities, so you can fill it out yourselves. I did try to find one with all of the villagers from New Horizons listed, like all of their models, because the other one that was out there, it was a species tier list, but it had a mix of New Leaf and New Horizons models. For this one, we are not going to be taking a look at any of the villagers as part of the particular species. Like we did with the personalities, I'm going to be looking at them from an objective point of view, not based on who is in which species. For example, I love Goldie, but I'm going to be looking at the dog species as a whole in terms of what they look like, and that's only it. Let's start with wolves. Honestly, I think they look pretty on point. I like them. I like how pointy their ears and their muzzle are, and their tails too. I think they look pretty neat, and I can really see having a villager modeled after a German Shepherd but being a wolf species, for example, instead of a dog. So for that, I think they're gonna go an S. Honestly, I think they look great. For tigers, I really think they look cute. I don't have an issue with any of the tiger villagers. Overall, their model looks really nice, and they almost look kind of huggable. Like you could just give them a hug. For that, I don't know if I like them as much as the wolves or a little bit less, but I think that I don't have anything wrong with them. They're also gonna go an S. The squirrels are freaking adorable. Are you kidding me? Their little tiny bodies with their giant swirly tail. I absolutely love how tiny they are. And if you look at them looking over a counter, if you have a table or a counter placed anywhere and they just stand behind it and look over it, they can barely even see over the thing because they're so short and so cute. And for that, they're going in S tier. The sheep, I don't know how to feel about them. I liked them in New Horizons better than I did in New Leaf, because in New Leaf they only had little scarves on. In New Horizons they're actually wearing shirts or dresses, depending on the sheep. But I think that that kind of squishes down their wool. I don't think they're as fuzzy as they were in New Leaf. Like they don't look as fuzzy looking and as squishy. So I don't think I would put them in S. I think they're gonna go in A. Now for rhinos. Honestly, I think they're kind of cute. Their heads are so big in comparison to the rest of their body, like they're a little bit disproportionate. And them using Hornsby as the model here, I think is extra adorable because he is one of the ones that I think of when I think of a rhino. It's either him or Meringue. I know that we're not judging the species based on the villagers in them, however, I don't think they're as cute as the wolves, tigers, and squirrels. So we're going to put them in A with the sheep. I think they could do a little bit better. Rabbits, hands down, looking good. My only thing is that I would like them to maybe make a different model in the future to have them have a little bit floppier ears. The ears look too stiff and they all look the same. Some of the rabbits obviously have different coloring on them, and some of them only have their ears colored like Dottie and Genji, but I don't know. I don't think that they're A or S tier for me, only because I would like to see them in the future have floppier ears. Even having one ear flopped over a little bit, I think it would make them look even cuter and less stiff. They look too doll-like to me, so they're gonna go in B tier. Pigs are also cute. I love their little floppy ears. This is what I aspire the rabbits to be in the future, and I don't see anything wrong with them. They're going in S. Penguins are probably one of my favorites because of how round they are, and they're so chubby and short. All of the penguins are hands down the best. I know that, again, we're not like ranking them based on anything other than how the species looks, but have you seen some of their houses? Nintendo did a really great job with that. All of them, for the most part, are in an icy sort of interior, and I think that that is really great. However, the model themselves, the penguins themselves, they look fantastic. I love how round and cute they are. They're going in S. The ostriches, see, I feel like that they could use some work, and I don't know how, but maybe. Overall, for ones like Julia and Flora, I think that they have it nailed down pat because of how they look. For example, Flora looks exactly like a flamingo in the ostrich model. Like you would think she was a different species almost. Julia also looking pretty good. Although I don't have her model pulled up in front of me, I don't know if she actually has plumage. I'm pretty sure she does not. Let me look it up. Oh, she does have plumage. Oh. Okay, well, then in that case, I mean, we're not basing the species off of like who is in the species. Like I said, we're not looking at villagers, but we are going to be looking at the species as a whole. And as a whole, I don't know how they would do this, but I think that the ostriches could be improved upon. They're gonna go in B. Octopus, we need more of them, and I think they're freaking adorable. Have you seen them? They're so cute. I love how their faces are with their mouths the way that they are, and all of their arms, and how they walk on 6 of them and they have the 2. I think the octopi look great, honestly. I love their model. I like how they look a lot. Their faces are pretty nice. I like how they made them into an anthropomorphic creature. Like, I honestly don't think they could have done any better with the octopi based on what they had to work with. I think that they look very fitting in this game. However, we do need more octopi in general. We really don't have a lot. We only had Cephalobot added recently-ish. Same with the cows. We could also do with more cows, but we haven't gotten there yet. So I don't know. I don't have anything wrong with the octopi. I think they're pretty great. They're gonna go in S. The mice. Now, there are some mice villagers I don't like, but overall, the model I think is pretty spot on. Like the squirrels, they are tiny and their ears are disproportionate to the rest of their heads. And I think they look exactly like you would imagine a mouse to look in this cartoony world. So they're gonna go in S. The monkeys, again, I don't really have a problem with them. I like their tails and how they're kind of curled a little bit. I really can't think of any way that they could be improved upon. I think that they're perfect. They look good. So with that, they're gonna go in S too. The lions, my only thing about the lions, and I don't know how they would do this, I would like them to have a female lion model in the future. I think that would look really cool because right now we only have male lions because they all have manes. Overall, I think the model looks good. However, I'm going to dock points because we don't have a female lion model, and I think that would be something to look at for the next game in Animal Crossing. They're gonna go in A. I think they look pretty good, but I think they could be improved upon, and maybe their mane could be a little fluffier too. Koalas, adorable, don't see any issue with them, love how cute they look. They look exactly like you would imagine a koala to be in Animal Crossing. S tier. Kangaroos. Here's my issue with them, is that I don't have any problems with the male kangaroos. However, the female kangaroos with their little joey in their pouch and how they blink at the same time and just how awkward they look, not a fan of those. I don't think they should be deleted from the game. So I'm going to try and base this objectively on the species as a whole. I like the male ones. I am not a huge fan of the female ones. So for that, I think that they're gonna go in D tier. Horses, I like them. I think they look good. They're kind of tall compared to the player, but I think that that's warranted. They look nice, like exactly like you would expect an anthropomorphic horse to look. Don't have any issues with those. I don't know how they could be improved upon, to be honest with you. I mean, they all have a nice mane. They all have a nice tail. They all just look pleasing. So I think I'm going to put them in S. Hippos, I don't have an issue with them per se, but I think I like their teeth because I think that like the buck teeth is really hilarious in terms of like, this is definitely a cartoon hippo. I don't think that they belong in S tier. I don't know what it is about them. They're just not my favorite in terms of like the model. So I think they're gonna go in, I don't know how they would be improved upon, but like, I think they're gonna go in B. Hamsters, love them. They're cute. They're chubby. I love their little cheeks. They're adorable. S tier. Gorillas, hate them. Delete them from the game. Bottom tier. Goats, I think they did a really good job with the goats. I like how they all look a little bit different, and you can easily tell that they're a goat. So for that, we're gonna put them in S tier. Frogs, also adorable. I love that they don't use any rain gear when they're out in the rain. I think that's so cute. I can't remember if octopi do that. It's been a very, very long time since I've had an octopus on my island, but I think they're freaking adorable. They are exactly how you would expect a frog to be. And I love their little head with their eyes on top. I think that's so great. S tier. Elephants, I don't see anything wrong with them. I love the elephants. I think they look good. And although they are big and, you know, a little round, I think that they look exactly like an elephant should. S tier. Eagles. Eagles. Something about them unsettles me a little bit. I don't know what it is. I think they look great. Like, they look fine. There's no issue there. They look like an eagle should, like you imagine they would in Animal Crossing. However, there's something about them. A tier or B? I don't know. I'm just not really, I don't know. I think they'll go in B. I don't hate them, but there's something off. Ducks. S tier all the way. They're fantastic. They're so cute. I love how round they are, and I love their little head. Dogs, S tier. No doubt about it. Deer, S tier. No doubt about it. I think they look fantastic. Cubs, also S tier. I think that they are so cute. I love how little they are. Cows? Here's the thing. We need more cows. I think they look fine. I don't have any issues with them. We just need more of them. However, they're not my favorite. I think they're gonna go in A. Chickens? I like them a lot. I think they're perfect. There are a couple of chicken villagers that I like compared to others. I don't have any issues with them. I think they look exactly how a chicken should in Animal Crossing. I think they're gonna go in S. Cats? S tier. Bulls? Not a fan of them, honestly. I know that they're just the male version of the cows. I think that they look fine. They're just definitely not my favorite. I don't know. There's something about them. They're not terrible. I don't find them unsettling or slightly off like I do with the eagles, but they're definitely not S tier. But they're not A either. I think that they'll go in B. Birds? I love how cute and little they are. S tier. Bears? I think they look fine, honestly. They are just the giant version of the cubs. There's nothing wrong with that. I think they look perfect. S tier. Anteaters. See, a lot of people hate the anteaters. I don't know why. One of my cousins absolutely loves the anteaters, and I think they're not that bad either. I don't know if I would say that they're S tier. They're not my favorite, but I think that they look nice. I think the model looks nice, and I don't think that they're unsettling. So I think they're gonna go in A. Finally, we have the alligators. They look like you think an alligator would. However, I don't think that they're my favorite. I don't know. I don't know what they could do to improve them, but I think they're gonna go... I don't dislike them. I don't know. I think that I'm gonna have to put them in B. There's just something. Here we go. This is my full villager species tier list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said earlier, I will link this down below, the blank template, so you can do it yourselves. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!